ਸਤਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਮੂਕ ਉਚਰੈ ਸਾਸਤਰ, ਖਟ ਪਿੰਗ ਗਿਰਨ ਚੜ ਜਾਏ। ਅੰਧ ਲਖੈ ਬਦਰੋ ਸੁਨੈ, ਜੋ ਕਾਲ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਾਏ। ਕਹਾਂ ਬੁੱਧ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਤੁਛ ਹਮਾਰੀ, बन सकै महिमा जो तिहारी। हम ना सख्त कर सिफ्त तुम्हारी, आप लिहो तुम कथा सुधारी। कहाँ लगै इहो कीट बखानै, महिमा तोर तू ही प्रभ जानै। पिता जन्म जिम पूत न पावै, कहा तवन का भेद बतावै। तुमरी प्रभा तुम्हें बन आई, औरन ते नहीं जात बताई। श्री नानक पद पंकज बंदन, पंकज बंदन। सिमरो अंगद दोख निकंदन, अमरदास गुर हृदय त्यावों, हृदय त्यावों। श्री गुरु रामदास गुण गावों, श्री अर्जन विघ्नन के नाशक, विघ्नन के नाशक। हर गोबिंद शुभ सुमत प्रकाशक, श्री हर राय नमो कर जोरी, नमो कर जोरी। गुर हर कृष्ण मनाए बहोरी, तेग बहादुर परम कृपाला जी, परम कृपाला। श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह बिसाला, तरौं तरा पर पुन पुन सीसा जी, पुन पुन सीसा। बंदों बार बार जगदीशा, जिसमें है अमृत ज्ञान है, माणिक भगत विराग। गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब उद्धत, बंदों कर अनुराग। श्री गुरु शब्द कमाए जिन, जीते पंच विकार। तिन संतन को बंदना, सिर चरणन पर तार। एक ओंकारा सतगुरु, तेह प्रसाद सच होय। वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह, विघ्न विनाशन सोय। सतनाम वाहिगुरु साहिब जी दोहरा। वाहिगुरु सतनाम को, बंधन बारंबार। बंध निकंदन सुख सदन, दुख मर्दन निरतार। वाहिगुरु सतनाम को। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। We have completed the Mangalacharans of the Sikh Gurus as well as the Mangalacharan of the Vidyadatta of Bhai Santokh Singh Ji, where he discussed the name of the Vidyadatta and his personality, that how much he was devoted to the Sikh way of life and Naam Simran and Bhakti. We also discussed about the family of Bhai Sant Singh Ji and how he ended up doing the Katha at Darbar Sahib. In today's part, we are going to discuss about Gur Mantra and Naam Mahatma. We say Vaheguru, 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 right? Why is that important? What role it plays in this life and afterlife? Bhai Santokh Singh Ji is going to discuss about that. If we look at the whole first chapter, we can divide it into 3 parts. The very first part is about the Mangalacharans of the Sikh Gurus, where Bhai Santokh Singh Ji is praising the Sikh Gurus and asking their permission, asking their blessings to start this scripture to talk about the life story of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The second part is about Naam Mehma, Gur Mantra. Why Naam is important and what happens when you do not do Naam Simran. The third is a very small part which comes at the end of the chapter where Bhai Santokh Singh Ji talks about that how he is going to start the life of Guru Nanak Dev Ji by saying, I am going to talk about first Guru Angad Dev Ji, how Bhai Balla comes, and then the childhood of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and how he traveled to different countries. So these are the three different parts in which we can divide the first chapter. दोहरा वाहेगुरु सतनाम को बंदन बारंबार. Bhai Santokh Singh Ji saying, I bow again and again to the true name. What is that? Vaheguru. Here Satnam is written. Satnam is also the name of Vaheguru. In Mool Mantar, we read it, Ik Oankar Satnam. Means his name is true, his existence is true. Sometimes if we look at the Sampradas, right, they divide the name Satnam into two parts and Naam again they split into two parts. Na plus Am means who does not have any illness. There are different ways. In future if we start the Katha of Gurbani, we will be focusing on that also. But here, when Bhai Santokh Singh Ji says, Vaheguru Satnam ko, here Satnam is an adjective that I bow down to the true name. And then he says what the true name is, Vaheguru. Band Nikandan Sukh Sadan Dukh Mardan Nirtar. Vaheguru name or Vaheguru Naam, it removes or destroys all the shackles. What shackles? Shackles of attachments in this world. And then Sukh Sadan. It is the house of peace or the giver of peace. Vaheguru Mantra is the giver of peace. And it is the destroyer of all the problems or you can say afflictions. Bhai Santokh Singh will be talking more about it in the next lines. Chaupai Vaheguru Bar Sundar Namu. Vaheguru is a great and beautiful name. As we are discussing about the Guru Mantra, right? Let's clear one or two things here. The very first one is, people say Vaheguru Mantra is not given by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. It was given by Pats. We have the Bani of Pats also in Guru Granth Sahib. Why? Because they say Pats were the first people who used this name, Vaheguru, in their Bani. But it is wrong, Khalsa Ji. When we read by Gurdas Ji's verse, right, there he mentioned Vaheguru Guru Shabd Sunaya while talking about Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So it was the Guru, it was Guru Nanak Dev Ji who gave this name or this naam to the Sikhs. In the later part of this chapter, we are going to see that Bhai Santokh Singh Ji is saying Vaheguru name was given by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. In the similar way, Khalsa Ji, there is this word Langar. We all are aware of Langar, right? In Satya Balwande Diwar, it comes the first time. And the story of Satya Balwanda is that it is of at the time of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Does it mean the Langar word or the whole process of giving free food is in this panth because of Satya Balwanda? No. He might have heard this name when he was there. In the similar way, when Pats came to Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they stayed there and they heard the name from the Sikh Sangat, from the Sikh Guru. That is why they wrote Vaheguru in their verses. The second point that I would like to discuss is the structure of Vaheguru, how it is written. In the earlier times, if we go back in 1930s or 40s, right, there were some people who were saying that Vaheguru is not written in the way how we write it or how we pronounce it. It is for those folks who can understand Gurmukhi. We write Vaheguru in this way. Vavinu Kanna, Hahinu Seari, Gaggenu Onkad, Rarinu Dulankad. What these people were saying back then was that the correct way of writing Vaheguru is Vavinu Kanna, Aha, Gaggenu Onkad, Rarinu Dulankad. Or some other way that they were suggesting is the right one. It is wrong, Khalsa ji. The correct way is as it is written here, or as we say, as the Panch Pyares give us when we get Amrit from them. Vaheguru. Vavinu Kanna, Ahinu Seari, Gaggenu Onkad, Rarinu Dulankad. This is the correct way. Never get confused, because when you explore Sikhism through books, you find so many different theories. Sometimes we get puzzled that, this is written and that is written. Which is the correct form? Which is the correct thing? We have to understand that. We have to analyze that. For this reason, Sadh Sangat is important. For this reason, Katha is important. When you sit among the Sadh Sangat, when you sit among the Gursikhs, they clear so many things. Gyani Gurbachan Singh Ji Khalsa Pindrawale, he cleared this thing in his one of the books. You should read it. And there are so many things in that book about Maryada, about Mool Mantra, about Gur Mantra, about Rag Mala. You should buy that book. It is amazing. So many things will be clear. Sada Savare Hamare Kamu. The Vaheguru Mantra, it always solves my problems, or it always helps in the work. Ik avilamb naam ko janna. I consider only naam as a shelter. Kali kal samaratna anna. Because in the age of darkness, there is nothing else as valuable or as worthwhile as Vaheguru Mantra. There are different ways that people have to achieve oneness, to reach God, to experience God. But Vaheguru Mantra is really valuable. There are other names also in Gurbani: Ram, Har, Damodar, Akal, Nirankar. And on the other hand, we have Vaheguru also. So this question is usually put by some people: why Sikhs do not chant Ram, 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 or Allah, 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 or Nirankar, Nirankar, Nirankar? Why they chant only Vaheguru? The answer is, Vaheguru is the Guru Mantra. It is given by the Guru. It is given by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. That is, we chant Vaheguru. But does it mean that other names are not good? Does it mean that? No, it does not mean that. And there are some people who suggest that if Vaheguru is really good, if Vaheguru is really your Guru Mantra, why the Sikh Gurus did not mention Vaheguru in their verses? Why they mention all other names? The reason being, Khalsa Ji, all the other names of Vaheguru, they all are the attributes of Vaheguru. They all are the names based on his actions or attributes. The Guru could not have written just one name when there are so many other attributes of Vaheguru. We have to understand this thing, because this question is very frequently put by many people to Sikhs on the websites, or when you meet someone of different religion or different thought, they all put these questions. The very first question they are going to put is why the Sikh Gurus did not use that. And moreover, Guru Gobind Singh Ji mentioned Vaheguru in his writing. The second question they put is why there are other names if Vaheguru is the Guru Mantra. We answered that question also. because of the attributes of Vaheguru, because of the actions of Vaheguru. But if we don't have the answers to these questions, we start to have Shanka in our mind. We start to question everything that we have learned so far. So whenever you have a doubt, Khalsa Ji, approach Singhs, approach Sant Mahatma. They will answer all your questions. I had so many questions when I was learning about Sikhism. Not the basic things, but some advanced things you can say. About the Bani of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, if I want to be very precise. What I did was, I went to the Singhs. Okay, these are the questions that I have. Can you answer them? And he answered these questions. So all the doubts are gone. If we are going to sit and try to analyze by our own mind, right? We might mess up something. Sometimes we get the answers. If you are doing the analysis, right? By going through some books, you might find an answer. But sometimes you don't, because there are hundreds of books. How many can you read to get the answer of that one specific question? So the better thing is, I'm not saying you should not read the books. You should, because we are going to quote so many books in the discourse. You should read the books, but you should also ask the questions to the saints. Apart from the questions that you have, they are going to give you so many other things. Sadaloka Paraloka Sahai, Vaheguru Mantra, it is helpful in both this life as well as in afterlife. Naam let hi bighan parai, all the problems go away by chanting the Naam. Har hai kal kal kaluk sadukhana, in the age of darkness, the Vaheguru Mantra, it washes or removes the sins and its effects. We might have sinned so much in our previous lives. We might have sinned so much in this life also. So for this reason, Vaheguru Mantra is important because it washes or removes the sins. We read it in Japji Sahib also. ਭਰੀਐ ਹੱਥ ਪੈਰ ਤੰਦੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਧੋਤੈ ਉੱਤਰ ਸੋਖੇ ਮੂਤ ਪਲੀਤੀ ਕੱਪੜ ਹੋਏ ਦੇ ਸਾਬੂਨ ਲਈਐ ਉਹ ਧੋਏ ਭਰੀਐ ਮਤ ਪਾਪਾ ਕੈ ਸੰਗ ਉਹ ਧੋਪੈ ਨਾਵੈ ਕੈ ਰੰਗ. With Naam, you wash away the sins. Naam is very important. And there are so many verses, Khalsa Ji, that Bhai Santokh Singh has written about Naam Mehma, about Naam. And this is the very basic thing in Sikhi. You might have heard the three very important things in Sikhism. Kirt karni, work honestly, Naam japna, chant the name of Vaheguru, vand ke shakna, share with the needy. Naam japna is also there. These days people say, when we say Naam japna, what it means is that you just remember or you just believe that there is God. That's it. That is Naam japna. And this we say Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. They say this is wrong. You should not do it. The very basic thing to achieve oneness, to get merged with the one, is Naam Japna, to do Simran and Bhakti. And they are saying it is wrong. If Naam Japna is wrong, if reading Gurbani is wrong, then what are the other ways that Sikhism has to get you emancipated, to get you away from this world? Naam Japna is a very basic thing. Never forget it. Say Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru whenever you are free. Maybe you are in the kitchen. Maybe you are doing the dishes. Maybe you are sitting in the bus or car. Just say Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. When we get Amrit Khalsa Ji, Panch Pyares tell us the same thing. You have to chant the name of Vaheguru. You have to do Mool Mantra. We get the Amrit from Panch Pyare and now we are saying, oh no, this is of no use. This is very bad. We are really walking on the wrong path. The path which was shown by the Sikh gurus, we have abandoned that path. We are trying to make our own path. That this is the good path, I'm going to walk on that. No, this is not the Sikh way of life. This is not the Sikh way of thinking. If you're not walking on the path of Guru, you're not a Sikh. It is as simple as that. Naam karyo jin griva bhukhan. Those who have worn the Naam as a garland around the neck. In the previous line, we discussed that the Vaheguru mantra, it removes the sins and its effects, or it washes the sins and its effects. How it washes that? Vaheguru mantra is there. Is it going to wash my sins if I'm just sitting here? No. Only those people's sins are washed who chant the name of Vaheguru. This is what this verse is about, that those people who have worn the Naam as a garland around their neck, their sins are removed. And garland around the neck here means that those who do not forget the name of Vaheguru. There is this thing also, right, that we say in Punjabi, Kant Karna, that you have remembered it by heart. In the similar way, this verse is written, that have a garland around your neck. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕੰਠ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਯਾਦ ਹੋ that Vaheguru is the mantra that I have to chant. Vaheguru is the mantra that I have to use. ਦੋਹਰਾ ਮੰਗਲ ਸੁਖ ਕਲਿਆਣ ਦਾ ਕਰਹਿ ਅਮੰਗਲ ਹਾਨ. Naam fulfills the desires, gives happiness, brings good time, and obliterates the obstacles. What obstacles? Obstacles which are there to fulfill your desires, or to give you happiness, or to bring good time. So whatever is stopping that, Naam helps you to achieve that. And all the problems, all the obstacles in the way, that will be removed by Naam. This is for those people who have desires in their mind. Desire to be happy, desire to have good time. What about those people who do the Nishkam Naam Simran without any desires? I am doing Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Not because I need something in this world, but because I just love that now. Most of the times in the beginning, you will start doing Naam Simran because you need something in your life, because you desire something. But later, you understand that the real desire is to see Vaheguru, to get merged with the One, to have Brahmgyan. So you start from having the desires to no desires. You do Naam Simran because you have understood this is the only important thing that matters in the life. जपत जपत श्री नाम को प्रगटै उर्मै ज्ञान. By chanting the Naam again and again, the Gyan emerges in the heart. For those who do not have any desires, this is what happens to them. They will have the Brahmgyan. You cannot have the Brahmgyan, you can say, about the knowledge of the One, if you have some other desires in your heart. There should be no desires. Chaupai Bhartanem Jap Tap Jag Karmu. Birth here means fasting. The other meaning is swearing to do some certain things or to not do some certain things. You might say, I will not do this thing in my life. Doesn't matter what happens. Or you can say, I will do this thing every day. Doesn't matter what happens. This is like promising yourself to do some certain things, or to not do some certain things, or following a tradition. Name here means following a tradition. And other practices, yajnas, all these actions. Naam bina birthe sab dharmu. They all are worthless without the Naam. You can do anything in your life, but if you do not do Naam Simran, everything is worthless. One word here might be confusing Khalsaji. In the earlier line, we read birth name, jap tap jag karmo. Here, jap does not mean that chanting the name of Vaheguru. Jap tap here means doing some other practices. Because if we translate jap here, doing the Naam Simran, then it is contradictory, right? It won't make sense. So one word can have multiple meanings. We have discussed that also, and we have read some of the examples also in the same scripture. So all things are worthless without Naam. This is how important it is. For us, our jobs might be important, or our children, our family, or anything else or anyone else. Naam is more important. Naam is more valuable than any other thing. Naamheen Pavasagar Bichu. Without Naam, the people in this worldly ocean, Janmatar hai Uchu Kavanichu, they come under the cycles of high and low birth and death. If you do not do Naam Simran, if you are running behind the money, behind a promotion, all of your life, you are going to come back in this world again. And we don't know if we are going to be a human being, we are going to be an animal. So Naam is important, Khalsaji. When you come in the house of Sikhi, when you follow the Guru, Naam becomes important automatically. The line here talks about Tarha Uchu Kavanichu, different lower and high births. What it means is that you might be born in a family which is rich but arrogant, or the person who does not have the proper methods of getting emancipated, right? Maybe in some rich family or poor family, but none of them would have the Naam. If we consider one of them would have the Naam, right, that maybe the Ucha Parivar is going to have the Naam, or the Nicha Parivar is going to have the Naam, then Bhai Santokh Singh would not have set the cycles of birth and death again and again. Here you can look it at with respect to the money, with respect to the status. But we have to consider here that none of them know how to get emancipated, how to get rid of the whole process of cycles of birth and death. Naam bina tigaraj samaju. Without the Naam, the society and the rule are damned. Naamheen jag jeevan laju. It is a shame to live in the world without Naam. Only a Naami can understand the value of Naam. If Bhai Santokh Singh Ji is writing this, he really understood the value of Naam, the glory of Naam. We also discussed that in the first part of this book, whereby Veer Singh Ji talked about the life of Bhai Santokh Singh Ji and many other things. There he mentioned that in the very early morning, Bhai Santokh Singh Ji would be waking up and do Naam Simran. After that, he would start writing the scripture. He understood the value of Khalsaji. Abha pavit pogah pavapogu. Those who live their materialistic lives without any fear, Naam bina javah jam loku. Without Naam, they all will go to Jamlok. Some people really live without any fear, that this is the only life. There is no other life. There is no afterlife. Nothing is going to happen. They don't have any fear. Fear of what is going to happen to us in the afterlife based on what we did in this life. They really do not fear these things. These thoughts never come to their minds. But in the afterlife, without Naam, without Bhakti, they will all go to Jamlok.